Oh no, what's wrong with this stream? God darn it. Testing. Okay, we're streaming again. Ah, man, my uncle called me, left a message. He wants me to work in his yard. Man, if people knew what they were actually asking you to do, when they were asking you to do things like that every summer, like that basically ruins my summer every summer. When someone makes you work in their yard for 50 bucks. Now, they've helped me out so much financially over the years because I've been limited in the kinds of work I can do. And I haven't been able to work that much. I can't really carry my own weight through this world because I've been under attack for 24 years now. And he doesn't understand. When I get out there in the hot fucking sun and I start working, it's a perfect opportunity for Satan to start attacking me. He makes me itch. He makes it even hotter than it's supposed to be. And it starts itching all over my body. How do you tell him that? He probably wouldn't even believe me if I told him that. It's not really conducive for me to be out in the yard, fooling around in the yard. Now, it helped me out so much over the years, so it's hard for me to say no, but it's also really difficult for me to do that. Man, it's just really putting a really bad damper on my life. I'm already having a weird fucking life, and they're just adding to my problems. Man. Just having a really, really weird life. I mean, weird ain't the word. It's jacked up, bro. My life is jacked up. I don't want it to sound like I'm lazy or anything like that. He's probably just going to think I'm lazy and don't want to do it. Most likely. Because he doesn't understand. He's from the country. And in the country, everybody grew up doing yard work. I didn't grow up doing that shit. And I'm under attack, man. I don't really need to be in your yard, fooling around in your yard in the hot-ass sun. It's not conducive for me to be doing that. And how do I tell him that? Hey, man, it's not a good idea for me. I feel bad because he was giving me a lot of money over the years. So how can I say no? I'd have to just ask, I got to go over there and suffer. I don't have a choice. I got to go over there and suffer for 2 hours. Because he doesn't want to hire a real worker. And he definitely has the money, but apparently he feels like I owe him, which is true, I do owe him. But that's not how I'm trying to pay you back, bro. Not like that. That's not the way I'm trying to pay you back. I'll pay you back some other way. You know, in the future, when I'm actually fucking... Man, I don't believe this shit. Maybe he won't call me back, because he did say, if you can do it, if you're interested, if you can do it, holler back. But he's probably going to call me back and ask again. I'm going to try to avoid this shit, man, because I don't like being out in the yard in the hot-ass sun, working in the hot-ass sun while Satan's attacking me, making my life freaking difficult. I mean, there's a reason I'm on disability. It's because I can't fucking work. So why are you putting me to work in your yard? I don't understand it. Don't you understand there's he probably thinks I'm faking the whole demonic attack thing. I bet you anything he thinks I'm making it up so I don't have to work. I'd be willing to bet almost anything that he thinks I'm perfectly capable of working. Or why would he be asking me to work in his fucking yard? If I can't work a day job, what makes you think I can work in your hot-ass yard? What makes you think I could do that? I'm on disability for a reason. Maybe I just need to tell him. He probably wouldn't believe it, because he doesn't believe in all that Satan shit. Most people don't. Most people don't. Probably thinks I'm making it all up so I don't have to work. Isn't that a difficult, jacked up situation? I'm just not going to call him back. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, if I tell him, you know, I can't work in the yard because Satan's going to make it worse than it really is, I'm pretty sure he won't believe it. He's just going to think I'm lazy. So I'm just going to avoid the topic altogether. Just going to fucking avoid it. Just try not to, you know, don't even call him back. Don't even call him back. He ain't going to believe it anyway. Why tell him? I don't think he'll believe it. You're trying to get out of working in the yard. Yeah, I am trying to get out of working in the yard, but there's a reason for it. There's a very good reason I'm trying to get out of working in the fucking goddamn yard. Soon as Satan gets me out in that hot ass sun and I start moving around and working, itchy, 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 hot, hot, hotter than it even supposed to be, and it's already hot. It feels like he's stabbing me with little pins and needles all over my body. While increasing the temperature even hotter than it's supposed to be. Does that sound like I should be working in your freaking yard with that shit going on? No. So I'm not even going to call him back. I'm not even going to call him back. Just let him keep calling. Maybe I should just tell him, hey, this is why I can't do it. I think I really need to tell him so he can finally just leave me the hell alone with this. Because every summer it's the same shit. I don't know, I think maybe, I don't know, man. I don't like this fucking life. I hate it. Fucking God, shit, I hate it. I think I should just tell him why I can't do it. Either avoid it altogether and don't call him back, or just tell him flat out, hey, this is what happens when I get in your yard in the hot fucking sun and start working. I know you don't believe in this kind of thing, but it really does happen to me. I think I'll just avoid the fucking situation altogether, man. I mean, I'm on disability now, so I get a check every month, so he doesn't have to help me financially anymore. I don't need your $50 to work in your yard for 2 hours. I don't need that shit. Not if I gotta go through hell to make it happen. I'm just going to tell him. If he calls me, I'm going to tell him why I can't do it. This is why I can't do it. Please don't bother me with this anymore. I'm sorry. I know I owe you for all the years of help. Financially, you've helped me so many times, but you're asking me to endure some pretty significant punishment working in your freaking yard. It's pretty significant. What time is it? 11:56. Man, that's the last thing I need in my life. I have to tell him once and for all. I don't need this kind of shit going on. I really don't need this. I'm just going to tell him why I can't do it. I'm just going to tell him. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to endure that. Can we agree on that? I shouldn't have to endure that for $50 when he can ask somebody else to do it. So he ain't gonna attack somebody else, but he will definitely attack me if I get in your yard and start fooling around in that hot ass sun. He sees it as an opportunity to make it even worse than it is. Oh man. I'm just gonna tell him flat out, can't do it. And he'll probably think I'm making the shit up. But you know what? That ain't my problem. Whether you believe it or not. I don't really control whether or not you believe what I'm going through or not. I just know I don't need to be in your yard working on your fucking trimming hedges and fucking with none of that shit. I don't need to be doing that. I'm not the guy for it. Not to mention, that's indentured servitude. It's a form of slavery. When you owe somebody money that you can't pay the debt, they make you work it off in the yard. That's literal slavery. It's indentured servitude. Right? That's what it is. It's slavery. Trying to make you work off a debt you can't pay. I'll never be able to pay my family back for all the money they've given me over the years. I'll never be able to pay them back, ever. Actually, technically, yeah, maybe I will. One day I'll be able to pay them back. But it ain't going to be by working in their damn yard. I'm just going to tell him flat out. Then he won't bug me anymore. I'll tell him what the reason is, and then he won't bug me, and that'll be the end of it. And I don't have to worry about this every summer for the rest of my freaking life. That's the right thing to do. Because the right thing to do ain't to suffer for this guy. That's not the right thing to do. Is it? Hell no, that's not the right thing to do. If he knew what the hell he was asking me to do, he wouldn't even be asking. And Satan loves the opportunity to make a bad situation worse. He loves it. Fucking loves it. Anything you're doing that's unfavorable, or he's gonna make it worse. Every time. Way worse. Yeah, one day I'll be able to pay him back. I don't know if they'll be alive by the time I get my blessing. My blessing is a long time coming. He might not even be around when I get my little destiny's fulfillment. They might not even be around. They're getting old. And so am I. The Lord definitely has a blessing with my name on it. It's a long time coming. But they might not be alive by the time that happens. They might not be alive. So they're not going to get to reap any of the benefits. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I have no idea what the timeline is. I have no idea whatsoever. Don't ask me. I'm just going to have to tell him a reason. If he believes it or not, that's his business. One thing I'm not is a liar. I'm making up lies. Here's what I'll do. I'll finish up this game. He said he's going to be home at 2:30. I'll just make sure I call him back and tell him why I can't do it. Period. Just tell him why I can't do it. I'm not making this shit up. I'm dealing with this bullshit for 20 years. I feel like every year it gets worse. Every freaking year it gets worse. I wish Jesus would just hurry up and get his butt back here. He'd be done with all this nonsense. Come on, Jesus. What are you waiting on, homie? You're stalling. You're stalling, homie. You need to get back here. Yeah. No, I'm not doing it. I just decided I'm not doing it. I just decided I'm not doing it. I'll have to pay him back some other way. Nope, not doing that. I'm not the guy for that. Sorry. Not gonna do it. He can think whatever the hell he wants to think. I think maybe this may be my last race, my last fight on this dogfight tip. Only been playing for 10 minutes or so. I gotta do something. I can't even work out, people. Like, people go to the gym and work out. Consider that a blessing that you're able to do that, because I can't do that. If I start working out, itching, being stabbed with pins and needles all over my body, and my temperature rises hotter than it should be, you can totally tell that the devil is trying to spontaneously combust me. I can't even work out. I can't ride a bike. I can't go jogging. I can't do none of that shit, especially in the hot sun. Because after a couple minutes of that, it's pins and needles, itching, and body temperature being risen up to probably dangerous levels because of Satan. That's what I get for being on Team Jesus. That's what I get. I don't know what anyone else gets, but that's what I get for being on Team Jesus so long. That's what I get. Yeah, I ain't gonna let that stress me out, man. Just tell him can't do it. That simple. At least he's not paying my expenses currently. But they have, you know, they've definitely paid for a lot of my expenses over the years. A lot. I don't know, I'm a different kind of person though, man. If I ever get a house and I have to take care of the yard, I'm just going to pay the right people to do it. I wouldn't ask anybody to do that, especially a family member. Why would you do that? Because I owe him. I'm an indentured servant. I owe him. That's the way he sees it. I owe him. And I do. I totally do. No question about it. But that, I can't pay you back like that. That's not the way I'm going to be. I can't pay you back like that. I'm going to have to pay you back some other way. I can't do it. It's completely non-conducive for me to be in your yard fucking around. Oh, man. Son of a bitch. This life. Try not to let it get me too upset. Try not to let it get me too upset. Yeah, I mean, I can totally tell that he's raising my body temperature up way hotter than it's supposed to be. I guess this, you would call it a hot flash. Your body just heats up. You can just feel it. I guess you would call it a hot flash. He causes hot flashes whenever I exert myself, whether I'm working out at home or trying to, especially if I'm outside in a hot sun in the yard trying to do something like physically strenuous. I start getting hot flashes and I start getting stabbed with pins and needles and I start itching all over my body. And it's the devil doing it. It's from being on Team Jesus for so long, and this Satan specifically hating your fucking guts so bad that he has to attack shit like that. He can't not do it. The hatred is running too deep. I'm just gonna have to tell him I can't do it. And here's why. You don't want to believe it, you don't have to believe it. But this is why I can't work out, and this is why I can't work in your freaking yard. I'm under attack. It's why I get a check every month, because I can't freaking work. I can scarcely wear a freaking hat. How the hell am I gonna work in your yard, bro? I can't even put a fucking hat on my head without it being under attack. Like, he's not doing it right now, but it's pretty sporadic every once in a while. But if I'm in that yard, it's really, really difficult. Really difficult. Yeah, and if I tell him that's why I can't do it, he'll just leave me the hell alone, right? He won't keep asking. He'll just find somebody else to do it. That's really what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. That's all there is to it. Maybe he won't call back, but if he does, I'm going to tell him, hey man, I'm not the guy for that. I know I owe you. I definitely owe you a debt. And one day I'll be able to pay it off, maybe. But that ain't the way I'm going to pay you off. I'm sorry. That ain't the way. What time is it? How long have we been playing this game? I'm just going to tell him. It's that simple. I'm not lying. I shouldn't feel guilty about it, should I? Should I feel guilty that I can't suffer in his fucking yard for 50 bucks? Hell no. You don't even know who he's asking to do that shit. One day he'll find out. I got a destiny, and it ain't got shit to do with your yard, homie. It ain't got shit to do with your yard, bro. I'd love to pay you back, but that's not the way I'm going to do it. Yeah, man, I'm not going to feel guilty about that. Or maybe I will, but I'm definitely not going to do it. That's it. You got to draw the line, and you got to draw the line and put the stick in the mud and the stick in wherever they say. How do they? I don't know. Not doing it, bro. I'll just tell them I can't exercise because this is what happens. I'll tell them exactly what happens if I try exercising. I'll tell them exactly what happens, whether I'm indoors or out. And I'll say the same thing happens when I'm in your yard in the hot sun. The same exact thing happens. It's pretty tormentuous, to be honest. I'll figure out a way to pay you back some other type of way, but that can't be the way, sir. I'm sorry. That can't be the way. And I'm going to have to be firm and say, hey, no, I can't do it. I'll tell him. My mom was complaining that I have a big gut and that I should be exercising. I'm like, first of all, that ain't none of your damn business. That's first of all. Second of all, I can't fucking exercise. It just really draws the devil into the situation. It just brings him right to the forefront. It brings him right to the forefront, and he starts attacking me. First of all, he doesn't want me to be in shape. And he wants me to suffer. He sees it as an opportunity to make me suffer. If I'm doing something strenuously, I can make this even worse. Not only will he be sweating from the workout, I'll make his body temperature rise higher than it should, and I'll start stabbing him with pins and needles all over his body and making him itch simultaneously. For that shit to be happening simultaneously, it's tormentuous. I'm not going to be tormented so I can work in someone's fucking yard. Hell no. 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 Not going to happen. And if he thinks I'm lying, he'll just have to think I'm lying. I don't even give a shit. I don't even care. I mean, you want to be there for your family, so I feel guilty. You want to be there, especially when they've been paying for your whole existence for 20 years. Buying you cars, giving you money every week because you can't work, you know? How do you say no to that? But I've been suffering in that dude's yard. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to suffer. I'm sorry. I don't want to suffer. I'm suffering enough. I don't want to suffer anymore. When you've been on Team Jesus as long as I have been, since day one, I don't know. The devil likes to attack you. He likes to attack me for a very specific reason. I won't delve into that right now. But trust me, it's not fun. I'm gonna turn this game off, man. I'm not gonna let this bother me. He's not gonna ruin my fucking life. I mean, they're not gonna ruin my summer. And if he doesn't believe it, he just doesn't believe it. I don't know. Maybe I'll play another game. Maybe I'll not. Maybe I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna jump in the car and drive off somewhere. That's what I'm gonna do. Hit a couple of the stores. By the time he calls me back, I'll just tell him, hey man, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. Let me shut this down. Maybe we'll do something later on as far as a stream. Get on Team Jesus, people. You might be You're not going to get the same kind of attacks I get if you jump on Team Jesus. There's a very specific reason why I'm getting attacked. Very specific. I'm not going to delve into it. I know the reason. It's not a mystery. It's not just a chance by chance situation that just so happens to be. No. I know why it's happening. I'm not going to explain it here. I'm not going to bother. But I will tell you that I'm not suffering for anyone else. Even more than what I should be suffering. Even more than what I'm already suffering. Just so they could save 50 bucks or whatever. No. No. We gotta nip that in the bud, because that's been ruining my summer every summer for the past I don't know how long. Anyway, I'll shut this down and we'll stream some things later. Logic Pro stream is on deck actually pretty soon. I'll do a Logic Pro stream pretty soon. Can't say if that's going to be today, tomorrow, or the next day, but pretty soon. I'll try to stream both tracks. The next record is called Perfect Opportunities. The next record is called Perfect Opportunities. I don't know what the B-side is called. Here's what the B-side is called. Blood Boil. You know why I call the track Blood Boil? Exactly the same reason why I just told you I can't work in my uncle's yard. Satan makes my blood boil. It feels like my fucking blood's about to boil. So I made a track called Blood Boil. I'm not making this shit up. It's really happening. And isn't that something that it just so happens the next track on my release schedule is called Blood Boil, and we're having a conversation about blood boiling. It really feels like my blood's about to boil when he does that. Anyway, we're shutting it down. We'll talk to you later.